guys, for today's bow tutorial I am going to be using two colors of ribbon. It is 2.5-inch width ribbon with wire. So we're going to let out about a 6-inch tail, let out some more ribbon. We're going to make a loop, so fold it over, and this is about a 4-inch loop. So if you were to measure 8 inches, then fold it back 4, you would have your 4-inch loop. Let out some more ribbon, make another loop, same size as your first loop, hold it tight in the center. I like to hold it with my left hand. Check to make sure your loops are the same size. Let out some more ribbon, go back to your first side, make another loop, check to make sure it's the same size. Sometimes when you have ribbon with a design on it, you have to turn the ribbon a half turn to keep the design on top. So right now we have 2 loops on the left, 2 loops on the right. So now we're going to let out a tail, about a 6 or 7-inch tail. Now we're going to stack our bows, so we're going to put our second color directly on top of our first. Let out about 6 or 7 inches, pinch your ribbon together, place it directly on top of the first color. Take your ribbon if it's turned wrong and give it a half twist so that the design is on top. Make your first loop about a 4-inch loop. Check to make sure your loops are about the same size as the other color loops. Go the other side, make another loop, keep it pinched tightly in your hand. Check each time to make sure your loops are the same size on each side. Let out some more ribbon, make another loop, keep it all pinched nice and tight in your hand. Then go back to the first side, make one more loop. It's quite a bit of ribbon to hold, just be patient. Okay, now we're going to let out about a 7-inch tail, and you're going to want to have a zip tie or some floral wire close by to wrap it nice and tight around the center of your bow. Make sure you get your zip tie or wire nice and tight around the center of your bow, and then I'm going to dovetail the ends and fluff and shape my bow. So fold your tail in half, go to the folded side, cut away from the fold, and that makes the pretty V on the ends. Fold the tail in half with the edges to the left side, go to the folded side, cut away from the fold, and that makes the pretty V. Make sure you do all 4 tails, and then now we're ready to shape and fluff your bow. Now you'll want to use ribbon with wire because the loops will stand up, the bow will hold its shape better, and it's just easier to work with. So this is 2.5-inch width ribbon with wire, both colors are. So I'm just taking my hand and opening up each loop. So this is a full and fluffy bow, perfect for a wreath, a garland, a swag, a gift, just about anything you can think of that needs a bow. This bow is perfect for it. After you have the bow shaped just like you want, you could stop right here and take a piece of floral wire. I like to use 20-gauge floral wire, thread it underneath the zip tie, and that way you can easily attach the bow to your wreath or whatever craft project you're working on. But I was using this one for a Halloween lantern topper, so I did this bow a little bit different, so this step right here is optional. I cut a strip of ribbon of the first color at 14 inches. And then I dovetailed each end, and then I'm going to take this 14-inch strip of striped ribbon, wrap it around the center of my bow, and make a knot. Now you do not have to do this step unless you just want to. I am just tying a simple little knot. Try not to get your ribbon too tangled up. Try to flatten the center knot as much as possible and pull it tight. You don't have to tie a double knot, and then you may have to trim your tails a little bit shorter. I trimmed mine a little bit shorter because I thought they were a little bit too long. There are lots of different ways to make bows, and there's lots of different styles of bows, and I have a bow tutorial playlist on my YouTube channel, and I'll link it for you in the description box. And then also I will link the Halloween lantern topper that this bow is going on for you in case you'd like to check out that tutorial. But here's the way the bow looks when you get everything fluffed and shaped, and I just love all those fun colors for Halloween, but you can make the bow for any season or holiday, whatever project you need it for. And then to attach this bow to the Halloween lantern topper, I'm going to flip it over to the back side, and I stopped by Michael's and I picked up some metal pins. That's the back of the bow, and you just take the metal pin, slide it underneath that loop, that notch you tied, that 14-inch strip that you made the knot with, slide your pin under it, and that way you can easily push it into the foam, or if you're using wire, just thread your wire underneath that loop. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, share it, leave me a comment, and if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, I would love to have you as a subscriber. Thank you so much for watching.